Hey everyone, and welcome back to another great eShop deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out which should be the best games to be spending your cash on for the week. Now, just as usual, in case you're new to the channel, we'll be giving away two $5 eShop gift cards about halfway through this video. If you want to participate in future giveaways, all you need to do is drop a comment down below and be subscribed to the channel. You then check out the next eShop deals video and I announce the winners there. If you want the full contest rules, it's down below in the description of the video. Now, if ever at the end of the video you're still looking for more deals, I always also link down below last week's video as well as my latest under $5 list, because most of those deals are still running and you can check out those videos for other great games. So now, with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump into this week's deals. Just don't forget, as you're watching the video, if you do like what you're seeing, hit that like button. So we're actually going to start out today's video with a whole series that is on sale, which is pretty much each and every LEGO game that are at the equivalent of their lowest ever prices. Right now on screen, I'm showing you my personal favorite choice, which is LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, that is 80% off, only $5.99, and all of these will be running till February 15th. Now, if you've watched the channel before, you know that this is a deal that comes up time and time again, but nonetheless, they remain great pickups when they drop to these prices. And what's great is that there's pretty much a game for everyone. If you like Marvel superheroes, you can pick up this one for $5.99. If you enjoy the DC supervillains, you can pick that one up for $8.99. Even Jurassic World currently is only $7.99. Pretty much all the games are on sale, I would say, except the LEGO Harry Potter series. And if you're unfamiliar with these games, you basically play through different storylines in these universes with great LEGO humor, and it's also a great cooperative game to be playing with younger players. Overall, whenever these games fall to these prices, as I said earlier, they're just amazing pickups. Now, our next great deal for today is probably a game that needs no introduction, and that is Hades, that is back to its lowest ever price with 35% off for only $16.24, and this one running all the way till February 17th. Now, if you're a fan of roguelike dungeon crawlers and you haven't played Hades yet, do yourself a favor, pick this game up as soon as possible. It is pretty much, in my opinion, one of the best of the whole genre. Now, not only is the gameplay extremely smooth and addictive, but on top of it, there's a really interesting storyline mixed in, and each and every run is just going to bring you closer and closer to discovering the mysteries of the origins of your character. Now, I loved this game as soon as I picked it up for the first time, but finally over the holidays, I managed to put a lot of time into the game, and you know what? After playing through it, I love it even more. So once again, this game is just an amazing pickup for this week. Now, the next game on today's list is actually a brand new entry to the list, and on top of it, it's at a brand new lowest ever price, and that is Dreamscaper, that is now 30% off, dropping to $17.49, and this one actually running till February 24th. Now, we're following up Hades with another great game that could be described as a roguelike dungeon crawler. And this is actually a game I tried about a month ago, and I was really impatient for a sale so I could finally talk to you all about it. But this game actually does a lot of amazing things for the genre. First of all, your runs are going to be happening in a dream world. When unfortunately you die, you wake up in the real world. However, the real world isn't just a hub until your next run, because there's actually a storyline to develop, and that's where you actually get your upgrades for future runs. Now, what I really liked about this game as well is it's not only about the action with a slightly more methodical combat system, and also even some puzzles to solve during your runs. Now, just in case you're debating, I would still go with Hades first, but if you've already played Hades and you're looking for another excellent roguelike game, Dreamscaper should definitely be on the top of your list. Now, next on our list, we have the amazing Cyber Shadow, that is at a brand new lowest ever price of 30% off, dropping it to $13.99, and this one running till February 16th, and on top of it, this game will be my pick of the week. Now, just to start off, on my list of top 10 indie games of 2021, my definite winner was Cyber Shadow. I mean, as soon as I picked up this game, I immediately fell in love with it. It is a retro-styled 2D action platformer, and it mixes in elements from the Ninja Gaiden series with other elements, I would say, from the Mega Man series. And it does so in an excellent way, delivering what I would say is a very challenging game, yet a very fair one as well. And that is going to be my warning, however. Even though this game is my pick of the week, do make sure that you're into challenging games before choosing this one. But if that's your thing and you like retro style games on top of it, I am guaranteed you will not be disappointed with this one. Now next on our list for today, we have Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom that is now 65% off, dropping the price to $13.99, and this one will be running all the way till February 24th. Now we're following up our last entry with another one of my favorite 2D platformers currently on the Nintendo Switch. And out of the whole Wonder Boy / Monster Boy series, I would definitely say that this is the top game. It offers amazing, almost cartoon-like graphics, some extremely well-designed worlds, and even a slight Metroidvania type aspect to the gameplay. Now, I personally even bought this game full price at $40, and I didn't feel like it was a bad purchase. So right now, getting it for only $13.99 is really an excellent deal. And if you're a fan of 2D platformers, there's no way you shouldn't have this one in your library. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Needless Dragon, who said, "I discovered your channel not too long ago and the sales never disappoint. Love your physical deals plus import series, by the way." And I'm really glad you're enjoying both the eShop deal videos and the physical deal videos. I love doing all of them and I'm glad they're helping you out. And our second winner for today is going to be Toy Blaster, who said, "Amazing deals under $5 and I'm interested in getting Toki." And you know what, Toy Blaster? Toki is actually a really great game, especially when you're getting it around $2. So the $5 eShop gift card should really help you out with that. Now, all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now, if we jump straight back into our deals, our next game on sale this week is Sakuna of Rice and Ruin that is currently 40% off, dropping the price to $23.99, and this deal will be running till February 17th. Now, just to start out talking about this game, there is one thing I do want to warn you about. Currently, you can pick up a physical copy of Sakuna of Rice and Ruin for $21.99 on Amazon and some other retailers. So if you're into physical copies, do check those out before dropping your cash on the eShop. But either way, this is a great 2D action game that actually mixes in elements of farming. Now, on one hand, you're going to have to grow rice, and you're going to have to go through all the meticulous steps of doing so, which can actually be a chore at first, but once you get the hang of it, it becomes really addictive. Now, that rice is used to power you up for the other part of the game, which is basically battling monsters and demons. And if you're into either of those styles of gameplay, I would definitely say take a look at Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. I do think that it is one of the seriously underrated indie gems. Now, our next game is going to be a new entry for the series, which is Call of Juarez Gunslinger, that is back to its lowest ever price of 60% off, only $7.99, and this one will be running also till February 17th. Now, it did take me quite a while to try this game out, and when I did, I was quite surprised. At only $8, you're getting a pretty great FPS game with an awesome Western setting. And if you like FPS games with a really solid storyline, you won't be disappointed in Call of Juarez. Because the whole gameplay is pretty much like flashbacks, where you have the main hero of the storyline that are telling stories of his greatest adventures. Even sometimes the storyline is going to be told by a third party and your main character is going to have to correct it in another flashback. But overall, this is some really great gunslinging action, especially when you're picking it up like today at only $8. Now, our next amazing game for today is going to be Cruis'n Blast. Now, what's special about this deal is it's 50% off of its original price, but this seems to be a permanent discount on the game. But nonetheless, I love this game so much that I wanted to put it on today's list. Now, Cruis'n Blast is actually a game that I streamed and I also did a full review on. And right now, without a doubt, this game is pretty much my favorite arcade-style racer currently available on the Nintendo Switch. It has crazy over-the-top action, some great vehicle selection, and really some of them pretty crazy, like being able to ride as a Triceratops. But not only that, my only major gripe with the game was there is no online play. However, a recent message from the developer says they're actively working on that, and once that happens, this game will be even more of a must-have. Now, our next great game for today is going to be Pumpkin Jack. That is back to 55% off, dropping the price to $13.49, and this deal will be running till February 22nd. Now, this is yet again a game that I played on stream. It is also one of my favorite oddball 3D action platformers available on the Nintendo Switch. It has amazing vibes that really remind me a lot of the Medieval series, however, available on this console. You basically have to make your way through the different levels, beating enemies, and also some really amazing boss fights. Not only that, but there are also parts of the game where you get beheaded, and the gameplay shifts to more of a puzzle platformer. What also really blew me away about this game is that it was developed by one and only person. And part of me is really hoping for a sequel one day. Now, our next deal is actually something that I normally don't do in this series, but it's not a deal available directly on the Nintendo Switch eShop, although it is for a digital code, and that is Shinsekai Into the Depths, that currently is at its lowest ever price on Amazon at only $9.98. Unfortunately, I can't give an end date for this one since Amazon can pull the deal at any time. Now, Shinsekai Into the Depths is a game that I've talked about on a few occasions. It is a great Metroidvania with a totally underwater setting. And I have to say, on the Nintendo Switch, it is a visually very stunning game, but not only that, the gameplay is so original because of that underwater situation. You have to manage your air, there's always a sort of element of tension in the game. It is just overall a great experience for any Metroidvania fans. Now, exceptionally for this week, I'll actually be leaving affiliate links down below if you want to pick up Shinsekai Into the Depths, or even previously Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, the physical version, just because currently they are available at their lowest ever prices on Amazon. So now it's time for this week's Sizzle Reel of Deals with some other great games. I've also now added an indicator that shows whether the game is at a lowest ever price. So that was pretty much it for this week's eShop deals. Just as usual, I want to know what games are you picking up for this week. You can leave that for me down below in the comments. Also, just before we go, I really want to give my channel supporters a quick shout out because we're now above 20 supporters and it really gives our channel a huge leg up each and every month. And on the way out, don't forget that if you did like the content, consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, and hitting that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.